The Generals of the Yang Family Chapter 2.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. Zan is setting out. It's cold. It's desolate.
And he's already thinking strategically. He sees this evil mountain up ahead and immediately figures it's bandit territory. He's expecting a shakedown.
And he gets one. Some minor strongmen stop him, demanding buy road money.
And this is his first real test. And how he handles it tells you everything. He doesn't just fight the small head man who confronts him. He kills him instantly.
The source is so specific about that, isn't it?
It is. It says, yeah, he was beaten in a single pass, a single exchange. It's a brutal, loud signal of just how skilled Zan is.
I mean, that's the ultimate resume, right? You don't hand over a CV, you just drop a guy with one blow.
Exactly. And, of course, the commotion brings out the main leader, Gang Zong. He rushes down to see who this terrifying stranger is, and he recognizes him.
He yells out, "Nephew, stop fighting!" And this is where things get really interesting.
It's the first great paradox of this world. Family ties and, the value of a top-tier warrior, they just completely override everything else.
Even the fact that he just killed one of their guys.
One of Gang Zong's subordinates, yes. But it doesn't matter. Gang Zong and his brother Gang Lang are Zan's maternal uncles. Family.
So wait, let me get this straight. He murders his uncle's man, explains he's on this dark revenge mission from his bloodletter, and he's not just forgiven, he's promoted.
Instantly. It tells you everything about their priorities. Zan's skill and the weight of his revenge story are just so much more valuable than the life of some minor headman. It's pure pragmatism.
So they welcome him in, and he becomes the third Zaizu.
The third stockade chief. And their mission is laid out very clearly, robbing officials and houses. He hasn't just found a safe house. He's been given a senior position in a criminal enterprise.
And he's good at it. The text says he was out without a victory, which I think is a typo. It should be out without a defeat. So every single raid is a win.
Right. He's building this string of successes, but his ambition, which is still fueled by that bloodletter, it starts to outgrow these small-time raids.
Which leads him to make a huge, maybe even a reckless proposition.
A massive one. He wants to borrow 3,000 of their soldiers to hit a major target, the city of Jiangsu. He figures one big raid will get them 2 years' worth of supplies.
This isn't just robbing a house anymore. This is basically an act of war.
And his uncle, Gang Zong, the more experienced leader, he tries to warn him. He says Jiangsu is defended by a man named Zhang Gongjin.
And he uses that very specific phrase to describe him, right?
He does, Yang Van Fubu Dangzi Yang. It means he has unmatched courage. But it's more than that. It's like a technical term for an absolutely elite, top-of-the-line warrior.
So Zan gets the warning, the reality check, but he's running on pure adrenaline and success at this point.
He is. He's so overconfident, or maybe arrogant, that he makes a vow. He guarantees his own life if he loses even a single soldier.
And the way he rides out is just incredible. He's under a banner that says, "River East Gnashing Teeth Enemy."
A Jinketcho.
He's not just going for loot. He is broadcasting his personal revenge quest to the entire world.
But here's the thing. Zhang Gongjin isn't just brave, he's a brilliant tactician. He saw this coming. He'd already set a trap with 200 archers hidden by the drawbridge.
So when they meet, we see this clash of titans. They fight for, over 30 bouts?
Sun Shi Yuhei, yes. For over 30 rounds, they are perfectly matched, equal in skill. But Gongjin is the better strategist.
He fakes a defeat, pulls back across the bridge.
And Zan, driven by that gnashing teeth rage and his own overconfidence, he falls for it completely. He pursues.
And the trap is sprung. Arrows fly. And just like that, his army of 3,000 men is cut in half. It is a total crushing defeat.
A failure born of arrogance. And the text really emphasizes his shame. He flees, totally alone, too humiliated to even think about facing his uncle.
So this is his absolute lowest point. He's on the run, at night, no army, no pride, and he gets captured. Again.
Almost immediately, by another group of lurking bandits. It's like the ultimate indignity.
And his reputation, which was his greatest asset, now becomes a curse.
Right. He's captured by this father-son duo, the Ma Kuns. He tries to lie, says he's just some lost kid. But they just laugh at him. They know exactly who he is. The guy who just failed to take Jiangsu.
So now he's a prisoner. They put him in a Xian-Che, a trap cart, which sounds just awful.
And they're taking him right back to Zhang Gongjin to claim a reward. His life is, for all intents and purposes, over. He's just a piece of property.
Yes, but this is where the story just takes the most bizarre, fateful turn. His captors stop for the night at a place called Lying Tiger Gate.
And who happens to be there? Li Jinzong, the 8th Zazu.
We have to talk about this guy's backstory for a second. It's just too good. He had just escaped from prison himself.
After 4 years in captivity.
For what?
For watching a play in West Capitol.
4 years! For going to the theater.
It's an incredible detail, isn't it? It's almost darkly funny, but it tells you everything about the brutal, arbitrary nature of the authorities. These men in the mountains are often fugitives from that kind of injustice.
So this guy, Li Jianzong, fresh out of a 4-year sentence for watching a matinee, he overhears them talking.
He hears that the famous Hu Yanzan is outside in a trap cart. He's never met the man.
But he knows the name.
He knows the name. And in this world, reputation is everything. He acts on that alone. It's a huge gamble. He just charges out, scatters the guards, and frees Zan.
And he immediately calls him family brother, Du Shi Ji Xingdi.
Exactly. Zan now owes his life to a complete stranger, all based on a shared code of heroism and honor.
And Zan does not waste a single second repaying that debt. Jianzong takes him back to his own camp, the New Build camp.
And turns out they have a big problem. They're weak, and they're constantly being extorted by a neighboring chief, Luo King.
They're being forced to pay rent money, the Lin Tongkin.
They're being bled dry. And Zan sees his opportunity. He can prove his loyalty and, maybe more importantly, prove that the disaster at Yangzhou wasn't the real measure of his skill. He insists on fighting Luo King right away.
So this is the moment of truth. We saw him fight the elite Zhang Gongjin for 30-plus rounds to a draw. Now we see what happens when he faces a standard mountain chief.
And it is not a contest. The fight with Luo King is over in, the text says, less than 5 bouts. Weiji Dehei.
Less than 5. He uses his special ape arm technique and just captures him alive, ties him to a pillar.
Compare that to the 30 rounds with Gongjin. This establishes a clear hierarchy of skill. Zan is in a different league from these guys.
And of course, that immediately draws out the next challenger. Luo King's ally, the 5th Zazu Zhangji, he attacks to try and rescue his friend.
He probably thinks, well, if Luo King failed, maybe I can do better.
Which leads to the final definitive mic drop moment. Zan goes out to meet him.
This fight is even quicker. The text says, Gamdu Ere.
Just 2 bouts.
2 bouts. He kills Zhangji instantly.
That escalation 30, then less than 5, then 2, that's what cements his status. In the space of an afternoon, he hasn't just defended his new friends, he has completely upended the local power structure.
Absolutely. And to cap it all off, he goes over to Zhangji's stronghold, loots all their gold and silver, and then burns the whole place to the ground. This isn't defense anymore, it's conquest. He's erased the threat and secured his new base. Zan has just executed 2 of the bandit chief Ma Kun's key associates.
Luo King and Zhangji.
Right. And Ma Kun is, well, he is absolutely furious. He's sworn revenge.
So his first move is to send his eldest son, Ma Hua, with 500 soldiers, straight for Zan's base at Xinjianzai.
It's a show of force, a clear attempt to just crush this problem immediately.
And this is the first thing that makes you, stop and think. Zan's comrade, Li Jianzong, is ready to fight. He wants to charge right out there.
Which is the impulsive, heroic thing to do.
Right? Yes. But Zan stops him. He says, no, we'll capture him tomorrow. I have a plan. And you think, okay, great. This guy is a strategist. He's not just a fighter.
He's thinking ahead.
But then, and get this, he goes into his tent to formulate a plan, and the text says he just falls asleep.
Takes a nap.
His brilliant strategy is to go to sleep. I mean, in the middle of a siege, how is that a strategy?
Well, the thing is, it's a narrative shortcut, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The author needs to get Zan from point A, a competent fighter, to point B, a legendary general.
Mm.
And he hasn't had years to train.
So sleeping isn't about resting.
No, it's about opening his mind. He's making himself receptive to something beyond normal experience. He's not shutting down. He's plugging in.
And what he plugs into is this incredibly vivid dream. He's chasing a fireball, and it leads him to this amazing hall with golden windows and vermilion doors.
And inside, there's this fierce general just waiting for him.
Who immediately challenges him. He basically says, you think you're the only one who knows how to fight?
It's a total takedown of his ego. Zan shows off his moves, and the general just dismisses them as not worth mentioning.
Brutal. So they spar, and Zan, who's always a little cunning, he holds back one specific spear move.
But it doesn't matter. The general is on this legendary horse, a Hualiu, and just instantly disarms Zan, throws him to the ground.
And then shouts, my brother, remember this method. That's it. That's the entire lesson.
It's an overnight software update for his combat skills.
But the story doesn't just leave it there. It gives us this immediate, real-world verification, which I think is just brilliant.
This is the part that grounds it. He wakes up completely shaken and asks if there's a local shrine nearby.
And they find an abandoned temple, and who is it dedicated to?
General Wei Qigong of the Tang Dynasty. And you have to understand, Wei Qigong wasn't just some made-up god. He was a real founding general of the Tang, a historical giant famous for his fighting skill.
So when Zan sees the statue in the temple,
It's an exact match for the general in his dream. It's confirmation. This wasn't just a dream. It was a divine gift of strategy from one of China's greatest warriors.
okay, so the gift has been given. Now we see it in action. Let's get to the first of these three battles. Ma Hua is outside. He's yelling. He's ready for a duel.
And the change in Zan it's immediate. It's overwhelming. They fight for, what, less than 2 rounds?
It's basically instantaneous. He uses a new technique to just seize the tip of Ma Hua's spear and pull him right off his horse.
A move that requires impossible speed and timing, the exact things he was just taught. Ma Hua is captured alive. It's a show of complete dominance.
So Ma Kun gets this news. His eldest son, his best fighter, captured in seconds. He must just reeling.
Yes, so he doubles down. He sends his second son, Ma Rong, with 200 men. A rescue mission.
But this second battle is a whole different ballgame, isn't it? It's not about force.
Not at all. This time, Zan and Ma Rong fight for over 20 rounds, and it's a stalemate. The divine skill didn't give him a one-hit win every single time.
So Zan has to adapt.
Exactly. He completely shifts gears. He pretends to be defeated and retreats, baiting Ma Rong to follow him.
Luring him into a ravine, and this is the part I love. He stops, but instead of using that divinely taught spear,
He pulls out a golden whip, a heavy, blunt sidearm, and he just cracks Ma Rong from behind as he's chasing him.
why the whip? Why not the spear?
I think it shows he's not just a machine executing a new program. He's thinking. He realized a prolonged duel was risky, so he switched to, well, a cheap trick. Psychological warfare.
And it works perfectly. Ma Rong spits blood, flees, and goes back to his father and says the guy is unbeatable.
So now Ma Kun's confidence is just shattered. He's tried force, that failed. He's tried a rescue, that failed.
Which brings us to the third attempt, and this one is the most dangerous for Zan yet. His daughter, Ma Shi, steps up.
And she is the first one on their side who really understands what they're up against.
Yeah.
She sees that dueling him is not the answer.
She talks about Qibing, surprise tactics.
Right. She brings 7,000 men. And her plan is not to beat him in a duel. It's to lure him into a massive ambush she's hidden on a mountainside.
A really clever strategy. So they fight for over 30 passes. Then Ma Shi does her part. She breaks off, pretends to flee.
And Zan pursues, just like she planned, for about 1 lay.
But this is the moment. This proves he got more than just a cool spear move in that dream.
Yes. This is where he shows he inherited strategic wisdom.
He's chasing her, but then he just stops. He sees the signs of ambush behind the mountain and immediately turns back.
He avoids a trap that would have annihilated him. And he did it not by fighting, but by reading the battlefield, by thinking like a general.
That retreat is a bigger victory than capturing Ma Hua, isn't it?
Absolutely. Because Ma Shi goes back and her report is devastating. She says Hu Yanzan is deeply versed in military strategy. He can't be beaten by simple force or simple tricks.
So Ma Kun is at rock bottom. His sons are defeated or captured. His brilliant daughter has been outthought. It seems like it's over for him.
But of course, the story isn't done. Just as he's despairing, a new player arrives on the scene.
Ma Zong, the first stockade chief, he shows up with his own forces.
And Ma Kun tells him everything. The captured son, the wounded son, the failed ambush. And Ma Zong is just so confident.
Almost overconfident, he basically waves it all away.
And he says he has a special strategy to subdue him.
Which is the perfect place to leave the action. Zan has proven he has the skill, the cunning, and the strategic eye. But now he's facing a totally new plan designed specifically to counter him.